harm is cleared. Either some days or no days have passed since the heist. It doesn't necessarily matter, but
the successful heist.
The successful heist that, involves mocking one of your biggest enemies, the industrialist and entrepreneur Founder Bachman, as well as officially rebuilding the library of the Somerville Magnet School. So with the important books returned, the Somerville Magnet School's library is now once again active. The work of the library and the literary guild can continue. And work on the play continues and all various other things. So, well, I shouldn't say the play. I should say, Darby, the play about you is continuing, because you are, hold on one second. Let me tell you specifically what's going on.
What?
This is mysterious.
Me?
The play about you.
I knew there's a spring.
This is a live play about you.
Well, so hold on one second. I really should have.
I'm scared. Oh no. Hey Morgan.
Hey Zlobs.
How are you doing?
I'm my finger hurts.
Wait, why does your finger hurt? Also, bring your mic closer to your face.
Okay, thanks, Zlobs.
Yeah, no problem. I mean, if you're going to give a good speech, the microphone has to be. You gotta be eating your microphone. That's
Zlobs,
something.
I can't always be giving good speeches.
Why not?
Because
you always pitch good games.
Thank you. I can't be on all the time.
I don't understand.
Zlobs, whenever you get excited about a particular food crime that you've discovered?
Mm-hmm. Most of them. Most of the time. You're explaining most of my day. Yes.
Yes. Can you imagine if it's it's the end of the day and you've been doing food crimes all day, and then I come up to you and I'm like, hey, I need another food crime.
And I would dive right in. I'm like, I got you, babe.
I can't talk to you anymore.
Oh, I'm sorry. All this has been over the microphone into the auditorium.
Yeah. You're all. Actually, we'll start there. There was a kind of school-wide presentation in the auditorium today. So actually, what was the presentation on?
It was the reptile circus.
Yes, indeed.
Yep.
So the reptile circus was well, how was it received? Did people like the reptile circus?
I would say 50-50 screaming with joy or screaming in terror.
Gotcha. I would love if the chat would give me a couple of descriptions as to why it terrorized so many of the students. And while that's going on, let me actually talk a little bit about Darby, the piece of dialogue, not the piece of dialogue, my goodness, the piece of literature that is being written about you. So Toodlehoo has taken it upon herself to write a piece of fiction, or as she calls it, a heroic saga about Darby. And that has mostly involved her being very protective of her little notebook, mm-hmm. and also following you around in the halls at a respectful distance.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's been a lot of that, and you've asked if you could help, and she's been like, no, I don't want this to interfere with the craft. So a lot of this is Toodlehoo just kind of writing some kind of story about you. I
think she interviewed Jorge and Louisa once too, but I wasn't allowed to be home.
No. Yeah, Jorge and Louisa, texted you and said essentially come home an hour later than usual. And, you ended up coming home like 45 minutes later than usual. And Tootle was in the kitchen on the breakfast table with Jorge and Louisa sitting in chairs. And Tootle looked absolutely betrayed when you walked in. And so you had to turn back around and you ended up like playing catch against a wall or something like for 15 minutes. So that's whatever Tootle is up to is very exciting. But yeah, she is sitting like, 2 rows back from you at the lizard circus. Is that what we called it? The lizard circus or the iguana circus? The reptile circus. Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's encompassing Serpico.
Yeah, that's true. It's concentric circles. One is within the other. So, So she's keeping a respectful distance. What's interesting is, Morgan. Actually, give me a 2d6 plus 2d6 plus sharp.
All right, that is going to be a 6.
Okay. Okay. Let's do it this way. It'll be, I don't want to call it bad news, but troubling news. So Toodle-hoo. So Morgan, you are of course used to Toodle-hoo kind of following the group of you around at a respectful distance for the past few days. So you've been kind of observing Tootle as she's been observing Darby. And the thing that you noticed is, and this hasn't really come up, because you've never really like paid attention to what like Toodle-hoo eats for lunch. It's frankly so small. It's in tiny, just little Tupperwares, just like the smallest Tupperwares. But the sense you get is that Toodle's particular species of owl eats lizards. And so she's alternating between like looking at Darby and like drawing some kind of little sketch and staring at the reptile circus like she's at a buffet on a cruise ship. So that's been a little something. And you're like, do I need to get involved? Do I need to not get involved? But yeah, it's been, beyond that excitement, it's been a pretty interesting couple of days. And by interesting, I mean, there's plenty going on. And so let's talk about kind of the top of mind things, and then we'll talk about the things specific to the high school. So the top of mind things is that, as a reminder, Darby, of course, now knows, at least theoretically, how to free her friend Maeve from hell. With a ritual involving an angel, a devil, and a human that will sacrifice no lives, nor cost anything grievous. It's just a very complicated ritual. The second top of mind thing is that the plant life in Boston and the surrounding areas continues to wither.
Right.
Crop yields are bad. It's the main news story every night on the local news. It is something that is being kind of debated in the fictitious government society, and there are all kinds of non-binding referendums being passed, and letters are being written to the governor's office. So shockingly, everyone seems to be okay with Governor John Prince here. This is a statewide crisis that, for whatever reason, normally when there's a statewide crisis, there's always kind of a division on political party lines, and one side saying this person's not doing enough, the other saying they're doing too much, and government overreach and government underreach and all this stuff. No, John Prince's approval rating has remained steady at an almost dictatorial 95% since he's been elected. In point of fact, Zlobs, why don't you give me 2d6 plus sharp?
Mm-hmm. 6.
All right. Yeah, this is, well, here's the thing.
Oh no.
This is gonna be a little lore. Zlobs,
Yeah.
do you think the world would be a better place if John Prince, a devil of hell, was in nationwide office?
And
Nation?
Yeah.
nationwide? No, that'd be terrible. That'd be
Okay,
an awful
good.
thing.
I just wanted to make sure since you rolled a 6. There are really 2 stories coming out of Massachusetts these days. One, the fact that there's a crop blight that no one can understand. And 2,
No.
that John Prince is the most popular governor in America and is being looked at for the next round of national elections.
No.
Done. What have we done?
So that's what's going on there. So that's really the big story though, is you know, and the sense you get from the crop blight is there are no public institutions or organizations that seem to have some kind of plan here. Like, we're tumbling towards some kind of crisis. No one seemingly knows what to do to stop it right now. So those are the things that are kind of happening in the area. Things that are going on at the school. So for the last couple of days, Mindy has been wearing a single earbud and has seemed a bit distracted, and yet appears to be taking copious notes in classes and answering tons of teacher questions and doing all of the things that Mindy would normally do. There's just constantly an earbud in her ear. So that's one thing that's going on. A couple other things that are going on, and I will give you just like one sentence for each, and if we want to drill into any, we can. The Volworks are digging a giant hole.
Mm-hmm.
Vespa has returned to class.
Yes.
And someone has been posting signs all around the various hallways about a game called Shadow Tag.
Shadow tag.
Mm-hmm.
Shadow tag?
Shadow tag.
Shadow Tag.
Shadow tag.
So, yeah, a lot going on. Is there anything in particular we want to zoom in on first?
First, the fallout of the circus.
Yeah. So, I'm glad because I actually need to check in the chat real quick. The Komodo trapeze was pretty cool. No reptiles or people got hurt. Mm-hmm. But the troubling thing is that let's lump 2 together. A particularly magical chameleon has blended into the school body so well that no one knows where they are.
Oh no.
So what's going on? And Lisa Lemonwedge is on top of this. Like, she is walking around in like a tactical headset with a night vision goggles and like some kind of heat scanner, trying to find this chameleon. They're spraying Lisa Lemonwedge, Mindy for like half the day, and a couple of the other hall monitors are just walking around the school, like flashing really bright lights and spraying something incredibly stinky everywhere to try to flush this chameleon out of hiding. So that's what's going on. It's been a disruption to the day. And in point of fact, in news that surprises no one really, there really isn't a normal day at Somerville Magnet School. There's always something going on. And
you can't have any superpower teenagers in one place without anything weird happening. There's a lot going on. Everyone's real strong, real powerful, has stuff going on. And now there's a chameleon that may or may not be masquerading as lockers, a student, a teacher, or a car. And no one is necessarily sure right now. So that's just kind of hovering in the background. So
So yeah, where else do we want to zoom in on today?
Shadow tag.
I rip one of the signs off of the
Yeah. So
the wall.
yeah, Darby, you tear it down, you look at it, and the kind of the first thing that you realize. Hold on, let me just write chameleon. School. This chameleon, you don't know if this chameleon is necessarily sentient or not, by the way. Like if the chameleon is like, yes, perfect, my master plan, or if the chameleon's just like a chameleon with no higher thought functions that's just doing this out of interest. But the chameleon has a name, and the chat will tell us that name. But yeah, so Darby, you tear down the sign for shadow tag, and here's how it works. The sign, and there are Wallace the chameleon, the magical chameleon. Perfect. So yeah, you're looking at this, and the way it's written, it's kind of written like a warning. Like it almost would be like if there was a sign up that there might be a gas leak in the neighborhood. So it's like listing all of the things that kind of happen in Shadow Tag in very much like a matter-of-fact way. Like, keep an eye out in dimly lit hallways, the gym, or any place with lights that cast long shadows. There is always one shadow. If this shadow steps on your shadow, you become the shadow. Do not become the shadow. It's like a warning to not participate in the game.
Is this placard trying to intimidate us?
I think so.
I've never been afraid from words before. The only things that scare me is eating too many grapes at once, doing math problems in front of people, and having a future version of myself trying to kill me. And that's the whole list.
Mm-hmm.
So, Darby, roll 2d6 plus sharp. This is going to be an investigate a mystery roll.
It's a 10.
Oh my goodness. Okay, you can ask 2 questions about Shadow Tag or this piece of paper.
Ooh. What is being concealed?
Oh.
The intent of this poster.
Oh.
This poster is, ostensibly a warning poster. It says, do not play this game. But everything about it kind of secretly screams, play this game.
Yeah.
Like, it's almost like viral marketing.
Yeah.
So you're able to kind of see through, like, the very... Like, it's almost like an ad for, like, a reality horror movie. Where it's like, like it's one of those things where there's all warning signs and stuff, but really it's like, oh, I am intrigued. So... Yeah, whoever is putting up these signs their intent is to get as many people as possible to play this game.
Mm-hmm. They know what they're doing. Where did it go?
Currently, the person that is a shadow is on. Actually, I can give you an exact location.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
While you look, I step on Morgan's shadow.
Zlobs.
Yes. Step.
Stop. I'm going to step on your shadow.
Okay, go right ahead.
I step on Zlobs' shadow.
You do.
Good.
You don't... Neither of you feel any different. But yes, okay. The shadow is currently... Whoever the shadow is currently on the roof.
I love the roof. I want to find out who the shadow is.
Wait, Darby, how do you know the shadow's on the roof?
Well...
Yeah. Riddle me that, Darbs.
Sometimes you just have a feeling.
Oh, just an angel thing?
It's actually more of a I understand the sun thing. And at this time of day, the shadows are particularly long.
Hold on, back up. Why did you become a son of aficionado?
I spent a lot of time up there. Zlobs.
Is that okay? So is it just a height thing? Like, are you like, is that you being like a pilot, or is that you being like an angel? I'm confused.
I don't actually know.
Or a bird? Is that a bird thing?
I do sometimes think maybe I don't understand the birds, but sometimes I think that maybe I am like picking up on some of what they're saying to each other up there.
Mm-hmm. You do a lot of preening.
Of the four of us, I do feel like Mindy is probably the. Remember whenever Mindy was a bird?
That's true.
Oh, that was a good time.
Yeah,
that was a good day. It was also kind of a bad day.
Oh, remember when that author from Maine called you no bird? That's pretty funny.
My hero. I should write to him. We're pen pals.
You're pen pals with them?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I
cool.
haven't written him in like a year, but I should get on that.
It's been a busy year.
Yeah.
So yeah, you think based on a variety of factors that whoever is currently the shadow is up on the roof.
Oh, because the sun and it creates shadow. I get it.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, so let's talk about the rules kind of one more time based on what you see on this and several other posters. So someone is the shadow. They can pass along their it status, their shadow status, to someone else by stepping on their shadow. And that's pretty much the whole game. The warnings that are on kind of like the bottom of the poster that make it seem really intriguing. There's a note that says, "It is best if you are not the shadow when the school day ends."
Oh.
So, yeah. And the thing is, like, you think these posters have gone up maybe overnight. So whatever is happening is kind of happening today. And because most of the morning was taken up by the Reptile Circus Assembly, like, none of you have really kind of figured out what this is. But yeah, now that you're on the hunt, it's kind of all you're hearing about in the halls.
I gotta know what this is.
Yeah. Salamander Scoot was temporarily a shadow before Salamander tagged someone else's shadow, and like people are gathered around Salamander while like Salamander's telling this tale of, you know, how they became the shadow and how they didn't become the shadow. And yeah, it's like the rumor mill is going. Like, there are groups of like sophomores and juniors kind of gathered up saying, okay, if one of us becomes the shadow, we'll meet here and we'll draw straws. And like, it's like a super organized game of tag with like squads now. Like, there's kind of like the politics of the high school are kind of coming together here.
Sunflowers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Come together. All right. I think if
Wax Zlobs is here too.
Yeah, why can't I say Wax Zlobs?
Yeah, I suppose you have a shadow, so
Yeah.
okay. All right. So I don't. Okay. If either any of us become the shadow, I don't think that we should make the other the shadow.
I know that
we
would
should
be
all
rude.
get a chance at the shadow.
What's that?
You don't think we should all get a chance to be the shadow?
It seems like something we want to avoid, right?
Well, do we want to be the shadow? I want to be a shadow.
I want to be a shadow too.
Yeah, I do want to kind of be a shadow. I want to see what it's like.
Yeah, well, I mean, we can like pass it around real quick.
Yeah, okay.
Morgan, you could be like our shadow chaperone. Our chaperone shadow.
Yeah, you're going to keep it fair.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I can coordinate this. Just use your stone and Wax Zlobs. I don't know. You're around. You'll find one of us. If you become the shadow, let us know.
I'm in.
All right.
And with that, he vanishes. So yeah, if you all want to head up to the roof, that is your best lead on where the shadow is. So yeah,
Wait,
so you head up.
Hold on. Do we want to be the shadow, or are we trying to avoid being the shadow?
It says to avoid it, but I want to be it.
No, that's fair. All right,
I don't want to end the day with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe it's better that if we get the shadow out of the way.
Yeah. And then maybe we
chicken
can get to
pox?
decide. We have some power over who might end the day as the shadow.
Oh.
Yeah. It's like chicken pox, you know? You
Mhm.
control it. It's probably inevitable. So let's get it out of the way early.
So you get up to the roof. I want everyone. So raise your hand if you want to be the shadow. Okay. Zlobs, the devil on your shoulder, also wants you to be the shadow.
Oh, great. I love when we're aligned.
So I want you all to roll.
He's been acting up lately.
Yeah. I want you all to roll 2d6 plus sharp. Zlobs, you get a +1. Whoever gets the highest becomes the shadow.
Roll the 2.
6.
Okay, Morgan. So
Theatrical, that's why.
you all get up there and there's a it's the roof of the high school is big and expansive and various heights, and there are vents and air conditioners and stuff, and of course the magnet, and the building that powers the magnet and directs the magnet. And so it's kind of a perfect place to find shadows regardless of the time of day. And so, the three of you kind of split up and start walking. And Morgan, you kind of take the most direct path kind of through various things on the roof. And when you think you see some movement in a shadow, you kind of deliberately turn your back, like, oh, I wonder what's going on over here. And sure enough, you hear like the sound of someone like leaping out from cover, stepping down on the flat roof. And you hear a familiar voice say, "You're it."
I turn around. Who is that?
It's Rifle Valentine.
Oh,
you got cut.
I'm peeking around a corner because I heard the jump.
You're I gotta go, and now take off.
You take off. This was observed by Darby and Zlobs from cover, and Wax Zlobs, who's like drinking a soda like 4 feet away in broad daylight. He's like, oh. Nice. All right. Of course, Wax Zlobs doesn't have a digestive system, so he takes a sip of the soda and just spits it out. Which is like, fun.
Like
so,
tobacco, like
yeah,
tobacco,
more or less.
Or like a wine
carbonation with wax doesn't really go well, so he has to spit it out before it does stuff. But he's having a great time. So, all right, Morgan, you're the shadow.
We won.
Give me a 2d6 plus weird, please.
Okay. There's consequences.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, I didn't think about that.
Weird, you said?
Yeah.
Oh, she's good at weird.
Well,
What could go wrong?
8.
Okay.
Pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Pretty good.
It's pretty weird.
Morgan, something's different now. Like, you stepped on Zlobs' shadow, Zlob stepped on your shadow before. It's like, whatever, just having fun in the holes. This is different. Like, you thought when Rifle Valentine, like, kind of stepped on your shadow and you turned around, you saw it was them and your heart skipped a beat. You're like, oh, is this because of Rifle Valentine? And then Rifle left and your heart is still kind of skipping beats. something is now with you. It's like the feeling that you're not alone in a room where you know you're alone.
Morgan?
Weird.
Morgan.
Hey,
Morgan.
Morgan? Can we
Morgan.
come out?
Hey,
Yeah.
hey. Oh, goodness.
Yeah,
I was just about to
you were
call
just
you guys.
you were just staring off into the middle distance with your heart beating irregularly.
Thanks, Zlobs, for being my EKG.
I do have an eye.
Yeah,
I literally,
yeah.
I can't inhabit. I can see vitals.
And
That
it's
is
so
one of my
easy
powers.
with Morgan because her blood is like electrically tinged.
Yeah, and
It's-
there's a pitcher catcher dynamic.
Exactly. There's that. Yeah, you can essentially give her a CAT scan for free every 30 seconds. Like you just know everything that's going on with Morgan health wise. So
Zlobs, I want you to know that there was a little intentional snark there, but I really do appreciate that you're my EKG. I'd like to investigate a mystery.
absolutely.
Oh, that's
2d6
very-
plus sharp, please.
And
That's
okay, and I'd also
smart.
like to ask my free question.
Yeah.
8 again.
Okay, you can ask one question plus the free question in whichever order you want.
All right, first off, what here is not what it seems.
Yeah, this shadow tag thing is an entity.
Yeah,
This is not like just some game. Like the fact that you feel like there is now a presence lurking in your shadow is not just some kind of speculation. Like you get a sense that there is very, very much an entity here that has some kind of power, control, mind, something like that. So that's one.
And what magic was done here?
This is where it gets interesting. This shadow is ostensibly tethered to Somerville. Like someone is keeping it here. And I'll go one further. You're able to figure this out because, like, sure enough, you, like, sit down and start doing some, like, magical divination. You, like, take chalk out of your pocket and, like, a couple of weird little beakers and little scales that are never in balance. All, like, the various, gadgets and doodads you use to kind of get some magical stuff. And, this creature is a creature. This creature is not from here, but something, or really specifically someone, is holding it here. And while it's here, it's like playing this game. Or is involved in the game, or is the game. But the sense you get is if this shadow was not tethered to Somerville, it would not be a part of your day.
Guys, sunflowers. This game appears to be like a thing that attaches itself to someone, and it's held here by someone else. I look down. Is anyone stepping on my shadow?
No. Unless you
Or
want
anyone
someone
be-
to be.
No,
Like,
I
if someone steps on your shadow, they would not be it. You have to step on theirs.
Oh, I see. Am I stepping on anyone's shadow?
You can if you want to.
Does it hurt?
It doesn't hurt. It just feels.
Is it whispering thoughts into your brain to explode things, or to burn things down, or to steal charcuterie boards from the restaurants that you visit?
Is it asking for help?
No.
Is it having fun?
I think it is. I think it is having fun. Or is bored, and it's having fun with us. You know when you walk into a living room and you kind of expect someone to be there, and you don't like look and turn around, you just say, hey, and then that person ends up being there? That like sort of vibe that someone will answer whenever you say something?
Do you live with a ghost, Morgan?
No.
Okay.
Well,
This
anyway.
is ghost coded.
You're ghost coded.
Yeah, kind of.
Well, anyway, it's some sort of entity. So I think if I jump on your shadow, it's gonna leave me and it's gonna go to one of you.
Do it.
I jump on Zlobs' shadow.
All right. Zlobs, 2d6 plus weird, please.
Mm-hmm. Oh, no, consequences. 7.
Okay. You definitely feel the presence on you. Actually...
Uh-oh. What? Stop looking at that one.
Remove the one.
No. Sir, it's
the bottle it up. The constant low simmering stress of being a tactical genius has finally bit you. You're like, okay, I'm ready, and then like Morgan jumps through the air, and then you like spot something in the distance, and you're momentarily distracted, and kind of your psychological girding is diminished somewhat, and this thing, your gird is low, and this thing jumps on you.
Mm-hmm.
And you feel a nauseating rush, like instant dizziness and cold. And very, very specifically, there's going to be a -1 to every roll you make for a while.
Excuse me. I just had a -1.
Yeah.
Zlobs, you okay?
He just stares off into the middle distance and he's like dripping sweat.
Zlobs.
Zlobs?
Zlobs. I pinch Zlobs.
His flesh is cold.
Yeah, he's clammy.
Ow, mosquito.
Zlobs, I punch Zlobs in the shoulder. Zlobs, jump on O'Darcy's shadow.
Come on, give it to me.
Huh? Okay, I jump on her shadow. Half-heartedly.
Yep, you do. Darby, 2d6 plus weird, please.
9.
Okay, you also feel its presence. It's hovering there in your shadow. Zlobs, that -1 has not gone away. When this thing left you, it took some of you with it. Some of your essence, your energy.
My gird.
Can I feel that?
Give me a 2d6 plus weird.
8.
Okay. You and Morgan and Zlobs kind of take a few minutes and describe like how things feel and all, and you're able to discern that like this thing was kind of watching Morgan. This thing is now watching you, but this thing kind of fed on Zlobs a little bit. And now
I don't like that.
That it is in you has a little more texture to it, substance to it, something like that.
I want to take out my my brasswood flute and play it for myself.
Ooh.
Okay.
See if I can get it to answer something.
All right. Sure. The question is really whether or not this thing has enough of a mind to be able to answer questions. And so this is actually going to be a bit of a magic roll. Specifically, you need to use magic to communicate with someone you don't share a language with. So 2d6 plus weird to use magic.
It's in another 8.
Okay. All right. So you can communicate with it, and I get to choose a glitch. The glitch is that the effect is short-lived. You're going to be able to ask it kind of one question.
Okay.
So, yeah, you kind of blow the brasswood flute, and you kind of feel that kind of strange sense that you have now entered into a negotiation. There's like things slow down, things get calmer. You now feel like a tug in the direction of your shadow, and there is a quiet, an expectant quiet that requires a question.
Shadow entity, why are you being held here?
So that I can be a part of mischief.
Mischief.
And the shadow needs to ask you a question. What would a shadow need to know? What is the other being that is with your friend? And it kind of gestures at Zlobs.
Oh. It's some sort of demon inside of him that was placed there.
And you're able to you kind of try to keep talking to it, and then just like the distance of language gets too great. So something has kind of trapped it here for sake of causing mischief.
It's not here just for this game, unless the purpose of this game is nefarious. Mischief can be... It was the word mischief, which...
Mischief's kind of fun,
it's
though.
kind of fun, but
Step
the
on my
sense
shadow
I
again.
have is that it's fun, but not good. Like, whoever wants to use it is having fun, but by doing something that might hurt people. But I don't know for sure.
Step on my shadow again.
I don't think that's a
Zlobs,
good
are you
idea,
sure?
Zlobs.
I've had worse.
It's eating you.
Is it? How do you know?
Because I can kind of feel part of you with it, attached to it.
Oh no.
I'll do it if you want to, but you have to promise to give it back quickly. Okay, I step on Zlobs' shadow.
Okay. Yeah, it's back. You don't need to roll. It has already taken a piece.
Oh, okay.
Zlobs, what would you like to do right now?
To do?
Yeah.
Besides eat?
Yeah, what's it's a normal day. There is a shadow thing hanging out in your shadow. But what do you want to do? You want to go to class? Do you want to eat some lunch?
I could do lunch. I feel like we can do lunch. We need a scheme of who we're going to get with this.
Is Zlobs
Yes.
just gonna let it hang out in you? I thought you wanted to have it for a specific reason.
I was just testing it.
Okay.
It didn't hurt anymore. I feel about the same. Not great, but kind of hungry. But that's where I am all the time. Did you want it back?
I'm just worried it's gonna take more of you.
I didn't feel anything. Why is everyone looking at me?
I'm worried about you, Zlobs.
You're always worried about me. Not
No,
you.
I'm not.
Yeah, this is weird. Yeah, why are you worried about me?
Well, it's corn dog day, guys.
It is. Yeah, it's corn dog day. We have to get corn dogs.
Actually, Zlobs, you don't want corn dogs. You want raw meat.
Oh.
You know what? I've been reading a lot of things on the TV, watching TV. That's the one. And I really like corn dogs. Are just they're not a lot of corn. I'm a big corn fan. Not a lot of corn, mostly fried. And I feel like it's in the way of the meat. So I'm just gonna sneak down to the kitchen.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow you down to the kitchen.
I'm not.
Who's Zlobs.
I'm gonna go sit next to Wax Zlobs today.
Sure. Yeah. You and Wax Zlobs and a couple other folks enjoy a nice corn dog lunch. Zlobs, you're heading towards the kitchen. Darby, you're following. Let's see. Morgan, give me a 2d6 plus sharp.
Okay. That is an 8 again.
Okay. You're like just keeping an eye out for Zlobs. At some point, he's going to walk through the cafeteria and into the kitchen. And when he does, like, you observe a couple of things. One, the cafeteria is bright enough that it doesn't really cast too many dark shadows in here. Like, there needs to be a good dark shadow for this to take place. So everyone in here is kind of safe. The other thing is there are enough, like, magically inclined folks in the student body or ultra observant folks that you're guessing at least half a dozen people know that Zlobs is it right now. Mm-hmm. And that news is starting to rapidly disseminate through the student body.
Yeah. And if I can sort of like register based on their expression, are they attached or avoidant? Are they
avoidant? Best you can tell.
Okay.
Like, the more people know, the more people are concerned. Like, there may be one or two folks that seem excited, but most are concerned. Wax Zlobs kind of gives you all an update. There are currently 3 people in the nurse's office that have symptoms similar to Zlobs. All of them have been it before.
And what are the symptoms?
Cold clamminess, lethargy, slower speech, as if they've pulled an all-nighter all of a sudden, really, or coming down with a bug. Issues. Yeah, you don't. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on. You're kind of stretching out, being sociable, kind of getting more information. Zlobs, you sneak into the kitchen. Why don't you give me a 2d6 plus cool? This is act under pressure. I'm going to give you a +1 because the devil is the reason why you want to eat red meat.
Oh, that's fair enough. 12.
All right. Well, the good news is, you make your way to the walk-in, and sure enough, there's a whole bunch of like raw steaks and ground beef for, raw steak and Salisbury steak, or for, actually, no, it's, tomorrow's lunch is turf and turf, which is steak with ground beef on it. And so there's a ton of raw meat in the walk-in that you can just tuck into right now.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I'm going to take like 3 of those like plastic covered like ground beef containers, and I'm going to like cut open one and start eating it while like drinking an energy drink because I'm tired.
Yeah. All right, Zlobs. This is going to be a read a bad situation roll, because you realize after you've eaten like a pound of raw ground beef and slugged an energy drink that even by what
monster?
Yes, indeed. What color?
It's combo. It's neon green and neon black.
And they never blend. It's just
blend.
two different swirling. So you're slugging this stuff and you're like, okay. Like you have like somewhere in the fog of the exhaustion and the devil and the shadow, like there's just like a moment where you're like, something about this doesn't seem right. So this is going to be
with that like juice on the side of his neck.
This is going to be a read a bad situation roll.
Great. Oh my god. Any other modifiers?
No.
Okay, great. Then it's thankfully a 7 because I use my cool.
Indeed. You can ask one question from the read a bad situation list.
I forgot I have it on it. How can I blow up a particle accelerator?
I mean, I can tell you that.
What's the most vulnerable to me?
The shadow.
It's a vulnerable little thing.
Yeah. What you're doing right now is strengthening yourself so that you can take over the shadow. So all you need to do is keep eating red meat and keep drinking energy drinks, and then at some point you will have an idea of what to do next.
Okay, I go back to the fridge and I grab the steaks.
Yeah. Darby, you are you are watching Zlobs from behind like a door, eating no less than 3 pounds of raw meat while drinking half a gallon of energy drinks. And not in that excited Zlobs way, like a goat eating a can or something like that. But
how dare you?
I'm sorry, was I wrong?
No.
So
eating a can.
But not excited, more dutiful. Like he's doing it the same way he has to mow a lawn or
like a goat,
like a goat. Yeah. But yeah, it's Zlob's eating this with the detachment of someone that's trying to all doing chores.
Okay, so after I vomit,
that's fair.
Yeah, I come out from behind where I've been watching him from. Zlobs.
Yeah. You want some?
No, absolutely not.
I pour some of
what are you
the monster
doing?
onto the beef to marinate it.
It goes down smooth.
Zlobs, why?
So here's the thing.
Oh no.
If I get stronger, I can take over the shadow. Then I have a shadow.
Why do you want to take over the shadow?
Because it's cool. Why wouldn't I? The shadow's the coolest thing. Imagine having 2 shadows. How cool is that?
We don't know who we're messing with here, Zlobs. Someone else is controlling that shadow, and if you take over the shadow, they're going to come and they're going to try to control you.
Well, hold on. If someone else is controlling the shadow, then I control the shadow. Then they don't control the shadow. Then it's Zlobs' shadow.
That might be true.
Mm-hmm.
I still don't think they're going to be happy about it.
Maybe we should consult Morgan. Yeah, you go to a magic lab. I'll bring some steak.
No more. No.
There's probably some health goo there that I can also eat. Goes great with steak. You can run some tests on me. See if it's really bad. I don't know. Maybe it's Founder Bachman or it's Pythias 2 or something.
Okay.
So normally the Empire Training Academy would have probably the best tools for this. But the Empire Training Academy is currently out of commission until it is rebuilt. So probably the second best place would be probably the Literary Guild. Because at least you're in a library, there are books. So yeah, the three of you convene up there. At this point, it is now very, very apparent that everyone knows Zlobs is currently the Shadow. And so, like, the second Zlobs emerges from the kitchen, like, half the cafeteria leaves, and everyone else just keeps sliding to different tables. Yeah, actually, Zlobs, one of the students, a senior, someone you don't know, kind of looks at you and is like, okay, my turn. Like, one of the few people that actually wants to be it. Mm-hmm. And starts running towards you. And Zlobs, you have an intense... In fact, the devil on your shoulder shouts so loud that you think other people can hear him.
Mm-hmm.
And the devil says, don't let him be it.
Ah, I run.
Yeah, so you take off. All right, give me 2d6 plus cool. +1 because the devil wants you to run.
11.
All right. So you take off down a hallway, like you're running up walls. You like slide through like a closing set of double doors. You climb all the way up a rope in gym class and sneak around in the ceiling. And sure enough, you make it to the library where Darby and Morgan are waiting for you. You have lost your tail and are now just there. So yeah, the three of you are now in the library, and you have a few minutes to maybe see what the heck is going on.
I'd like to make a quick phone call.
Sure. Who are you calling?
I'm going to call someone from the spell slinging office.
Oh, yeah.
Very smart and reasonable.
That is very smart and reasonable.
Unlike my choices this episode.
Okay. Yeah, you're gonna talk to your old friend Charles, the food guy.
Yeah.
Oh, because it's food related.
Mm-hmm. Morgan Woodstock, good to hear from you.
Charles, the food guy, good to hear from you. We do have an issue. My friend Zlobs appears to have gotten himself on some sort of a shadow game, and it is currently causing him to want to eat raw meat.
I'm gonna need to ask you some questions.
Okay, I'm here to answer questions.
And yeah, you are mirroring the affect. You are plying him for information. Yeah, this is going to be... Here's how this is going to work. This is going to be an investigate a mystery roll. You're going to use charisma instead of sharp. You're going to get a +1 because you're in the literary guild. So you are going to be able to use Darby's team advantage here. So 2d6 plus charm +1 to investigate a mystery.
All right, and that is that's a 14, baby.
All right. So yeah, you can ask you can ask 2 questions, not from the list, literally any 2 questions you want.
Who is keeping this shadow creature here?
Donatella da Vinci. The chairperson of the Alliance for Student Activities and former captain and criminal of the Waltham Windflowers.
And what happens... why is it eating Zlobs?
Well, it's eating everybody. It's trying. The shadow is trying to. Zlobs and like 3 other people have been consumed. And the shadow's getting a little stronger each time.
So you think it's Donatello da Vinci?
Yes, well, based on what you laid out here, and the fact that that some of the spell slinging operatives noticed a break-in at an arcane museum, and when they assessed what was missing, it was this thing.
Charles, you did good work. You know that?
Just returning the favor for years of dedicated service, Morgan Woodstock.
I'll catch you at the pizza party.
Sounds good. See you there.
Donatella da Vinci.
Huh.
What about her?
Does that mean this is a legit, just like school-sponsored game?
I don't think so. I think it runs a little deeper than that. For instance, a school-sponsored game wouldn't be eating Zlobs.
A good point.
Zlobs, how are you feeling?
Clammy and full of meat.
Okay. I think I know where I can find Donatella da Vinci at this hour.
Okay. So, Morgan, what hour is it, and where is Donatella da Vinci?
It is currently 1:30 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
We are 30 minutes past due for being in school. We've been hanging out in this library. Lunch ended at 1. So we're supposed to be back in class, but I didn't tell the teachers that. I'm just explaining. And I know where Donatella da Vinci is during this period.
Perfect. So yeah, you head to Donatella da Vinci. Yeah, for sake of dramatic effect, it's going to be somewhere fun.
Pyrotechnics.
Yeah. There's the pyrotechnics and big distractions class, which is
honestly one of my favorites.
It's really good. It's an elective, but everyone wants it. So yeah, sure enough, you head to the gymnasium where this class takes place, and sure enough, of course, and yeah, there's you open the door to the gym, and there's massive displays of smoke clouds, miniature fireworks explosions, people banging cymbals really loud. It's pure bedlam in here. And sure enough, there's a very diminutive teacher in the corner, just taking notes and making suggestions while everyone else is launching explosives into the air. And yeah, sure enough, Donatella da Vinci is in the class, throwing firecrackers into the sky and recording their results. And she and Morgan, you see right through it, but she tries to make it not obvious that she notices you have all shown up.
I'll try to make it not obvious that we all know that it's her.
Yeah, so
it's the universal word blood. For not. I don't suspect anything.
So I can't talk about how covered in his hands and his shirt, just this stain of raw meat juice and blood is just covering this poor boy.
Yeah, this is Vampire at a Blood Bank kind of thing. You're just drenched in blood and meat.
Yeah,
we're all looking nonchalant.
And yeah,
coming from butcher class.
Donatella kind of looks at you, Morgan, and kind of mouths across the room, "Are we going to do this here?"
Your choice.
Explosions.
There are a couple of other members of the Alliance for Student Activities in here, specifically Clyde Whistle and Charlotte Yeager, her two former teammates and confidants.
What a coincidence.
And she looks at the both of them and nods, and they launch fireworks at you.
Clyde.
Oh, Darby's so disappointed.
Darby just flies straight at Clyde.
Damn it, Clyde! You can. And yeah, so in that moment, Zlobs, you feel an intense, powerful, magical pull.
Uh-oh.
So here's what's happening.
Use the bathroom? What's up?
Donatella da Vinci is trying to rip the shadow off of you with magic.
Oh, she wants the shadow.
She wants it.
Oh.
So that's what's going on. So the way it's going to work is the first person to be knocked out, you or Donatella, loses.
Oh. Okay.
The one caveat, it is the school day. Neither of you are wearing armor. And so, anything
I hate
goes.
that school rule.
I know. It's because the thing is, like, you're around in public wearing armor kind of all the time, but in school they're like, please, like, you can't fit into desks with it.
Yeah. People keep like running each other in the hallways trying to pass.
Yeah,
like
knock
it over in science experiments.
I imagine on like the first day you like offered to like bring a futon with you, like class to class. Like I could sit in the futon. They're like, you're not sitting on a futon. Just keep the armor in your locker.
Definitely, like he like sometimes forgets to take off his grenades, and more often than not, they just kind of fall off and then they explode and they interrupt class.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so all of you are unarmed. But
surrounded
yeah,
by explosions.
And surrounded by explosions. So you're in a fireworks class. And yeah, so what's going on right now is Darby and Morgan, Clyde and Charlotte are essentially distracting you by hurling fireworks in your direction, while Donatella is trying to rip Zlobs' shadow off of him. So that's what's going on. So this is now combat functionally. So who wants to go first?
Well, when I realize that disappointing Clyde was just a distraction, I still do knock him over.
Yeah.
But then I
rub his face into the dirt.
I do like a U-turn to go grab the rope that goes up to the ceiling. And I climb up to the top of the rope so that I can drop, like I kind of do like a swing to drop directly onto Donatella.
Nice. So yeah, we're gonna probably do that in two parts. So you have to kind of knock Clyde out of there first, and then your next turn you can kind of turn to Donatella. So I'm gonna say this is a kick some butt roll against Clyde. So give me a 2d6 plus tough.
Clyde. Oh no, I rolled a 5.
Oh no.
Okay.
On a 2. Oh no.
Yikes.
That's a second crit too.
All right. So you come in, you're like, all right, we are leaving the situation. And Clyde just doesn't realize you can close distance that fast. So he lights a fire, like he lights this like big sparkly fireworks ball and kind of throws it into the air, expecting you to bank. And no, it just explodes in your face. So you take 2 harm as you kind of get blinded and slam into some bleachers. Clyde immediately screams, "Oh no! Oh, I'm sorry! He's running towards you.
Clyde!
Oh no! The fury, the angel's fury.
This is complicated.
Darby has one of those cartoon like anger like pound signs on her forehead, veins popping out.
Yeah, this is a tough one. So that's Darby's turn. Who's going next?
I'll do a thing. I kind of want to. I think there's a bunch of like stray black powder and spark powder on the floor.
Oh yeah, all sorts of various unprotected, uncovered piles of explosives in here.
Yeah, and I want to use electricity, like a negative charged electricity, to sort of magnetize and whip it into a fury before lighting it and throwing it.
Yeah, it's awesome. All right, so the way that's going to work is this is going to be this is going to be a magical attack. So this is going to be your combat. I'll let this be a combat magic roll. Normally your lightning missile would be 2 harm, but because you're in a room full of gunpowder, I'll let it be 3 harm instead. So give me a 2d6 plus weird roll and tell me what you get.
Cool. And it'll be going towards Charlotte.
Charlotte, got it.
And that's a 10.
Okay. So on a 10 plus, you could do 1 additional damage. That's 4 harm. You gain +1 on your next roll or give +1 to someone else, or you put the target right where you want it.
I'll put the target right where I want it.
And where do you want Charlotte?
I want to, that's too mean. I'll do it anyway.
Do it.
I'm going to throw her into one of the, I'm going to throw her behind a big stack of pyrotechnics. So she's too nervous to move.
Perfect. So yeah, you essentially create this like big electrical thunder fire tornado, and sure enough, like blow it up right in front of Charlotte. Charlotte is hurled backwards, like, and as she kind of stands back up, like both her eardrums are burst, and she's like, and then she looks, and it's just crates of fireworks all around her. She's like, okay, all right. Sorry, Donatella. Donatella turns and looks at Charlotte and just kind of shrugs angrily and focuses on whatever she's doing to Zlobs. So Zlobs, you're up.
Okay. What does is a devil pointing me in any direction?
The devil absolutely wants you to knock Donatella da Vinci unconscious.
Amazing. We're going to lead devil forward, and I want to be swinging from the ropes, shooting Roman candles at her.
Sounds good. All right. Normally, let's see. Your grenades are 4 harm close. I will let Roman candles be 2 harm distant. So give me 2d6 plus tough, please. +1, because the devil loves this idea.
Devil loves this idea. Great. 11.
Okay. You can do 1 additional damage, take 1 less damage, gain +1 on your next roll.
Ooh. I'm going to take 1 less damage.
Got it. So
it's
you're
all
going to
swinging.
Indeed. Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine we're both like just shooting this.
Yep. Yeah, it's just like things bouncing off the thankfully explosion resistant walls. So you do 2 harm to her, she does 1 harm to you.
We're winning.
Yes. All right. Darby, back up to the top.
Okay.
Clyde is looking at you like your sweatshirt is like singed. And he has acquired a water bottle and he's like spraying it in your face.
like a clown?
Yeah,
like a seltzer bottle?
Yeah, like a seltzer. No, it's like I think it's from like his. I think it's like his thermos from lunch. Like he just feels terrible, so he's trying to put you out.
Thank you, Clyde. We're gonna have a conversation later.
Stuff him into a locker.
Uh-huh.
Clarification. Do I have my sword though?
Yeah.
You just summon that though, right?
Well, you summon your armor.
Yeah, I always have.
I think the sword's kind of a badge of. I think you have your sword.
Okay.
With a specific instruction to never unsheath it in school. It's for you. It's like a badge of office.
That's different than school. School isn't. It's school, but it's not school right now. Okay. I look Clyde in the eye and I say, stay right here. And then I just I walk, but with purpose, to in between where Zlobs is swinging on the ropes. I grab it and I pull my sword and I hold it up to him while I look Donatello in the eyes and say, I will banish this shadow from this realm if you don't tell me what you're planning to do with it.
Ooh.
Okay. So, yes. Yeah, Clyde feels so bad. You don't need to roll to get past Clyde. Clyde's like, I screwed up so bad. I'm so sorry. So yeah, you make a demand. You demand Donatella, kind of give you the story. So this is going to be a manipulate someone roll. So this is 2d6 plus charm.
Got it.
Tell me what you get.
Can I add to that?
Sure. How do you want to help?
I'll I don't think I can.
Yeah, fair. All right, 2d6 plus charm.
I take it Darby is a lost cause.
That sure was a you tried your best there, Morgan.
It's a 6.
All right.
I felt really good because I rolled a 6 and I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be great. But then I also only rolled a 2 and I -2.
Yes, you do. Yeah, Donatella, kind of looks at you and says, "None of your concern," and holds up a hand, and there's kind of like a weird kind of vibration of the air. You're kind of hit with a little wave of force. You take 1 harm, and you kind of step back a foot. Morgan, your turn.
None of our concern.
That's what a villain says.
Exactly, Zlobs. That's what a villain says. Donatella da Vinci, you used to say that you were someone who used people as a means to an end to get what you deserved. But how is this what you deserve? Taking the very essence of what people are for your own means. And you don't believe in literal angel that she's going to ban this shadow from the shadow realm? You've got another thing coming. Donatella, if you don't end this, then I'm going to end you.
Okay. Manipulate someone roll, 2d6 plus charm.
Oh.
And hold on. Yeah, good. 2d6 plus charm. Though, actually, you can add +1 charm once per session because of the fictitious government society.
Oh, yeah. Well, then that brings me to a 10.
Oh, okay.
I got a 9.
Wow. All right. Yes. You are able to convince her. And she kind of lowers her hands. Zlobs, it's as if the two of you were in a tug of war and she let go, and so you kind of fly backwards. You're swinging back and forth on the rope. All right, fine. That darn thing was going to be more trouble than it was worth anyway.
What was it?
All right, look. I broke into a museum, okay? And...
haven't we all?
I know, right?
Yeah, we've all been there.
But I broke in specifically to get this thing. It's an extraplanar being, and I thought it would prove valuable to me for some extracurricular projects I'm going to be working on later this year. So, I tried to hold it myself, but I realized it was hungry. It needed to feed on shadows. So I brought it to school to, plump it up a little bit. And then by tomorrow, I was going to take it home. The reason why I didn't want anyone to leave the school with it is because then I'd need to break into their house and try to steal their shadow in the middle of the night. So I wanted it to bounce around as much as possible during the day, and then near the end of the school, I would just take it.
I imagine the entire class is just watching her give this villain speech.
Yeah. And she turns and looks at all of them, But of course, none of you heard that, right?
Cool.
And a bunch of like random freshmen, sophomores are like, nope.
Oh my! I shoot her with a Roman candle. Oh, wow, what a jerk!
Look, long story long, it's now your problem, not mine. I don't want the darn thing. I think it was going to be asking too much of me anyway. So you win. The shadow is yours.
What museum?
It'd be funny if it was the that fortress building.
No.
That's too scary.
No, she got it from. It was the one at Harvard.
Okay.
Yeah, the Harvard University Collection of Historical Arcana.
Oh.
No.
I think this might be a Nana field trip.
So, yeah, so you all leave. Zlobs, 2d6 plus weird, please.
5.
You don't make it to Nana Mathers.
Oh.
No.
What? Excuse me. What? What?
The three of you leave. You start walking across the parking lot to the picnic bus. I'm sorry,
I'm sorry,
picnic
what?
truck. To picnic truck. Sorry.
Thank you.
And you're about to drive over to the Mathers house. When Zlobs, you get a absolutely insatiable desire to eat dirt. And so as you're walking, you just kind of like stop, hit the ground, and start shoveling handfuls of dirt into your mouths, like worms and all.
Oh.
I pull Zlobs up. Zlobs, give it to me.
I spit the dirt at Darby.
No!
Darby,
The shadow.
Okay. Perfect. Darby, you're going to get into a tug of war with the devil on his shoulder.
Okay.
Yeah.
One of you...
Mess it up, Darby. Mess it up. Save me. Save Zlobs.
One of you is going to get this thing. So this is going to be... I mean, this is a cast out evil roll if you want to banish it. Yeah. So 2d6 plus tough. And tell me what you get.
13?
Whoa.
Wait, which one are you banishing out?
Oh.
Now, that's an interesting question that I did not plan for, but I love that it came up. So let's talk about this logistically. Darby, it all kind of comes to you. You have your flaming sword out. You're in your armored angelic regalia, like floating eyes, feathers, like blinding light from all directions. And you realize what has happened. The devil on Zlobs' shoulder has taken corporeal form and is going to try to snatch the shadow and become the shadow.
Oh.
So the devil on Zlobs' shoulder was essentially going to jump into this shadow, combine with it, and just be a thing. Which meant that he kind of had to make himself vulnerable. It's like, imagine the devil on his shoulder was like living in a tiny little cupboard in the back of Zlobs' mind. The devil's out of the cupboard. The devil's in the flesh. So you now have a choice on a 13 plus. You can banish the shadow, or you can get rid of the devil on Zlobs' shoulder.
Is there a negative consequence? I'm trying to remember what the conversation was with Governor Prince, right? Is there...
With a 13, I'll say this. He wanted to put a devil on Zlobs' shoulder, and he did.
No.
I don't know. This is happening so fast. I don't know what Zlobs wants, but I think I might know. I think there's use for one of these in the future and not the other, so I'm going to banish the shadow.
Got it.
Oh.
And you kind of see, like, in the with the burning holy light coming from you, you see the devil and you see the shadow both in stark relief, like a blur of red and a blur of black against like this blinding white background. And you just kind of like reach out with like the angelic manifestation of a hand and grab the shadow and cast it back to whatever dimension it belonged in. The devil markedly shrinks. And Zlobs, you suddenly have never felt more full. You now have a gut full of raw meat. And the person that wanted you to eat it is now hidden in the back of your mind again. But sure enough, the shadow has been banished. The devil is back pouting in the back of Zlobs' mind.
I'm sorry,
and it's
Zlobs.
almost time for 8th period.
Zlobs,
I'm gonna
go to the bathroom.
I need to go to the nurse's office.
Yeah.
Go to the nurse.
I put Zlobs on my back and carry him to the nurse.
Sure enough. And
Nice, Zlobs.
So Darby, you are flying a very logy Zlobs over.
I'm covered in logue.
Just the head to toe logue. And also blood. Like it's a day.
There's ugh.
And sure enough, Morgan, you're just kind of like standing in the middle of the parking lot, and you're like looking at your two friends walk that way, and you feel like the magical tingle of like something kind of piercing the veil of this dimension wandering off to its own. And you like heave a heavy sigh and look up to the roof, and Rifle Valentine is up on the roof looking back down at you. And we'll end it right there.
Oof.
Epilogue.
Oh no. Uh-oh. Be nice to us. Kayleigh's not here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is written, huh?
There's a written one.
That means it's bad.
Yeah. Renard sits at his desk. He hasn't been sleeping, and his face shows it. An administrator walks into his office and places an envelope on his desk. He inhales, he exhales, he opens it. Inside is a handwritten note, a resignation letter signed by virtually all operatives of the Blittle League Office of Tactical Interventions and Bake-at-Home Pizza Kit Sales. We will end it right there.
Oh, hey, everyone. Zlobs walks into Morgan and Darby hanging out.
You're back.
Zlobs looks remarkably clean.
You don't look so bloody anymore.
Thank you. I cleaned up.
Finally. What?
What are we up to?
You seem weird. You seem off. What's going on?
Zlobs walks into the room. Hey, everyone. He's still like covered in bandages and blood and stuff. Hey, everyone. What?
Chameleon.